I'm in my 30s. I'm a marathon runner. I'm vegan. I live a very healthy life. I don't get my period.
Okay, you guys, are you ready for the #1 question? Have you ever lost your period, and how did you get it back? So my plain and simple answer for this one is yes, I have lost my period. It was for almost a year. It wasn't the first time it had happened.
Yeah, I mean, I had lost my period, so when that happens to a woman, that is not good. I mean, it's your body telling you something is very off.
When I lost my period as a vegan and I brought it up as a concern to the community with all the vegans, guess what they said? They literally said, that is a sign of health. Good job. Keep going. Don't be worried.
And some women actually stop their period for a short period of time. This is all very typical, and it's okay. But I lost my period for about 4 years.
And I lost my period, which I also justified it. For 4 months, I lost it. And I thought because of Freelee, the banana girl, that this is normal. Your body is just cleaning itself in other parts. Your body is like, you don't even need to have a period.
Actually, when I first started on a high carb raw vegan lifestyle, I lost my period for about 10 months. And at a time I was like, yeah, this is amazing.
And so I did lose my period for like 3 months.
But I lost my period, and that was a sign to me that something wasn't right.
I was irregular, which means that there were some months where I didn't have my period.
At the time that I lost my period, I decided to go high carb, low fat vegan in hopes that it would clear my skin.
I had to go through that process. Like, you know, when I lost my period.
I lost my period, and with losing your period, a big thing that happens is you lose any libido, any sexual interest in the opposite sex. Yeah, I had no urge, no interest in that side of things, just because I had no female hormones in my body. Like, they were just completely wiped out for like 7-8 years.
I lost my sex drive, I lost my period.
Like, I lost my period for a little while.
I lost my period for a year.
Yes, that did happen to me. I lost my period. I lost it probably like the first year that I kind of realized I had an eating disorder in a way.
I lost my period, my thyroid's out of whack, my hormones are out of whack.
I went vegan for a month and then I lost my period.
I actually lost my period for 4 years.
The moment I went vegan, and I have no idea if it was because of this, but I lost my period.
Eventually, I lost my period. I didn't make the connection that veganism had caused that either.
And I lost my period, and I didn't gain it back for another few months.
I myself lost my period for about 4 months.
I actually did lose my period for, I believe it was 1.5 years.
I wasn't really healthy. I didn't get my period.
Well, I tried plant-based, and my body hated it. Hated it. I lost my period. I mean, I just didn't. I lost muscle mass.
I lost my period.
And I lost my period, and I lost it for 6 months.
I know, I lost my period for 18 months.
And I hadn't had my period in over 9 months.
My hormones were so messed up. I didn't have my period for 3 years.
I hadn't had my period in about 6 months. I have premature ovarian insufficiency, which is also called premature ovarian failure, and can also be described as early menopause. I'm 21.
Okay, so I had lost my period for a decade, literally 10 years.
Someone's asked this a few times. I just wanted to address it. They say, hey, Crystal, can switching to a vegan diet be the reason of losing your period? And if so, how do you get it back? It's a huge myth and misconception that, like, if you go vegan, you lose your period. I had that, right? Like, I lost my period, stuff like that.
5 years ago, I lost my period. Now, I've been vegan for 10 years, so I lost my period as a vegan, and I regained my period as a vegan.
Years ago, I used to have a lot of hormone problems and a lot of problems with my cycle, and just, I was all out of whack. I wouldn't have my period 1 month.
Healthy lifestyle, I was vegan, I was doing yoga, I was working out every single day, and yet I had no period and my hormones were really off.
A lot of vegan women, like, they lose their period, and I was very close to just completely losing my period by the end of my vegan journey.
So I got off my birth control in July, and I haven't gotten a period since July. and the worst part about that is that I couldn't have a baby even if I wanted to, which I do.